नमस्कार, बहुत-बहुत स्वागत है गाइज़ आपके अपने ही चैनल KFCS और स्पोर्ट्स बेट पर बहुत-बहुत स्वागत है। आज जिस टॉपिक पे आज हम बात करने वाले हैं, बिल्कुल बात करेंगे इंडिया वर्सेस साउथ अफ्रीका क्यों हारे, क्या रीज़न्स थे, उसके बारे में बात करेंगे। उसके अलावा बहुत ही एक्साइटिंग टेस्ट मैच चल रहा है, जो कि है ऑस्ट्रेलिया वर्सेस पाकिस्तान। उसके अलावा आज बात करेंगे इंडिया वुमेन वर्सेस ऑस्ट्रेलिया वुमेन का जो मैच है, वो किस तरह से रहा और किस तरह से हमारी टीम ब्लंडर करती है और मेंस भी ब्लंडर करते हुए नज़र आए, वुमेन्स ने भी ब्लंडर किया था। सारी बातचीत करेंगे गाइज़ और आपको पता ही है कि मैं दोनों फॉर्मेट ज़रूर कवर करता हूँ। मैं मेंस की बात करूँगा, वुमेन्स की बात करूँगा। जो भी लोग जुड़ना चाहते हैं, आज मेरे साथ जुड़ सकते हैं। लंबा डिस्कशन होगा, बातचीत अच्छी खासी होगी। आप लोगों को सवाल पूछने हैं मेरे से तो आप सवाल पूछ सकते हैं, डिस्कशन कर सकते हैं टॉपिक पर। तो सबसे पहले हम बात करेंगे इंडिया वुमेन वर्सेस ऑस्ट्रेलिया वुमेन। इंडिया वुमेन ऑस्ट्रेलिया वुमेन की देखिए बात करनी पड़ेगी हमें क्योंकि आज मैं बहुत डिसअपॉइंटेड हूँ। हरमनप्रीत कौर उनकी कैप्टेंसी से बहुत ज़्यादा डिसअपॉइंटेड हूँ। तो मेरे साथ है कृष्णा। आज बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग डिस्कशन होने वाला है आज मेरे और कृष्णा के साथ। तो कृष्णा आज बहुत सारी चीज़ें हुई है पूरे दिन में, बहुत इवेंटफुल डे रहा है आज। तो सबसे पहले हम शुरुआत वुमेन से ही कर लेते हैं। कृष्णा मेरे को एक बात बताओ यार, ये क्या टीम सिलेक्शन होती है? मतलब आपको एक्सपेरिमेंट ही करना था पूरी प्लेइंग 11 का, तो स्मृति मंधाना को क्यों ड्रॉप किया? मेरे को बताओ शेफाली वर्मा ने ऐसा क्या किया है टीम इंडिया के लिए कि आपको स्मृति मंधाना को ड्रॉप करना पड़ रहा है? आवाज़ आ रही है कृष्णा आपको? कृष्णा क्या आवाज़ सुन रहे हैं मेरी आप?
क्या
आवाज़ आ रही है कृष्णा?
कुणाल आ रही है आवाज?
हाँ, हाँ अब आ रही है। जी, यार मेरा पहला क्वेश्चन है कृष्णा, यार मेरे को एक बात बताओ।
नहीं मैं बोला
जी,
नहीं मैं बोला कि
यार आवाज़ अटक रही है।
अ, नहीं मैं बोलना चाहता हूँ कि वो लोग ने आस्तिका बाटा को चांस दिया एज अ ओपनर। सो ट्राई कर रहे थे वो लोग एज अ ओपनिंग, फिर देखते हैं, लेकिन उन्होंने अच्छा प्रदर्शन किया, 49 रन बनाए। दैट वाज अ गुड नॉक, बट स्मृति मंदाना को खेलना चाहिए था और शफाली वर्मा को ड्रॉप करना चाहिए था, क्योंकि शफाली वर्मा ओडीआई क्रिकेट में कुछ ज्यादा तो प्रदर्शन तो अच्छा नहीं खेल रही है। उनके जो भी रन्स आए हैं इंग्लैंड में, वो भी इतने खास नहीं है ओडीआई मैचेस में। तो पता नहीं, और वर्ल्ड ओडीआई का वर्ल्ड कप जो था 2022 में भी उन शेफाली वर्मा ने इतना कुछ खास खेला भी नहीं था। तो पता नहीं शेफाली वर्मा को क्यों बैक करते, जस्ट बिकॉज शी इज यंग, यंग लेडी, और एकदम टैलेंट है उसमें। अंडर 19 जीती है, वुमेन्स एशिया कप जो भी है उन्होंने जीता था वो। इसके लिए मुझे लगता है लोग बैक कर रहे हैं, लेकिन स्मृति मंदाना जो अब स्टार परफॉर्मर है, उसको तुम कैसे ड्रॉप कर सकते हो? ये मुझे टीम सिलेक्शन
इसमें
समझ।
सबसे बड़ी बात ये है कि हर ओपोनेंट के अगेंस्ट ना एक प्लेयर का रिकॉर्ड होता है, ठीक है? हरमनप्रीत कौर और स्मृति मंधाना ही तो है जो चलते हैं आपके ऑस्ट्रेलिया के अगेंस्ट। ये दो तो प्लेयर हैं पूरी टीम इंडिया में। अब आप एक्सपेरिमेंट ही करना था तो क्यों शेफाली वर्मा को क्यों नहीं ड्रॉप किया आपने? यहाँ पे कोई मेरे को तुक बनता ही नहीं था कि यहाँ पे आप स्मृति मंधाना। यार कृष्णा एक बात बताओ, टेस्ट मैच पता है आप स्मृति मंधाना की वजह से जीते हो। जिस तरह से उसने तेज तरार रन्स बना दिए ना, ये तो हमारे बैट्समैन तो फंस फंस के खेलते। जो हालत उनकी टेस्ट मैच में हो गई थी ना एक स्टेज पे, वो स्मृति मंधाना के ही रन्स थे जो कि टेस्ट मैच में बढ़िया खेले थे। आज भी चलो 49 रन बना दिया, नो डाउट यार यस्तिका भाटिया को आपको चांस देना था, आपने चांस दे दिया, इट्स ओके, ठीक है। भाई ऋचा घोष को नंबर 3 खिलाने की ऐसी क्या ज़रूरत पड़ गई कृष्णा? मेरे को ये बताओ, ऋचा घोष को बॉल्स नहीं मिलती थी या क्या नहीं मिलता था कि आपको ऋचा घोष को नंबर 3 पे खिलाने की ज़रूरत पड़ रही है?
मुझे लग रहा था वो लोग पहले मैच में एक्सपेरिमेंट कर रहे थे, क्योंकि ओडीआई वर्ल्ड कप तो अभी है नहीं। और
अभी तक
जम्मू
इंडिया वर्ल्ड कप नहीं है बट
मुझे लगता है जम्ममी ने रॉड्रिक्स को ऊपर भेजना चाहिए था, क्योंकि उन्होंने बहुत ही अच्छा नॉक खेला आज, जिस
वो
तरीके
उनकी
से
ओरिजिनल पोजीशन है यार, वो नंबर 3 ओरिजिनल पोजीशन है। और मेरे को
किस।
एक बात बताओ, हरमनप्रीत कौर को क्या हो गया है? ये हर रॉड्रिक्स की जमीमा रॉड्रिक्स नंबर 3 पे बेस्ट बैट्समैन मैं समझता हूँ उसे। वो बंदे को वो नंबर 3 सूट करता है क्योंकि वो आराम से खेलती है। पेशेंस, एक सेंसिबल क्रिकेट की बात करें तो सेंसिबल क्रिकेट होता है उसकी एंड से। जमीमा रॉड्रिक्स की मैं बात कर रहा हूँ जो 82 रन आज बनाए, बहुत ही जबरदस्त काबिले तारीफ। हरमनप्रीत कौर, यार वो शॉट देखोगे ना तो तुम्हें गुस्सा आएगा देख के, यार ये कोई शॉट है? ये शॉट मारने की कहाँ ज़रूरत थी?
मैं तो अफ्रीका और इंडिया का मैच देख रहा था, जो इतना इंटरेस्टिंग चल रहा था, क्योंकि वो मैच इंटरेस्टिंग था, लेकिन साउथ अफ्रीका ने उसको वन साइडेड
कृष्णा,
बना
अगर
दिया।
तुम देखते ना उस शॉट को, तो तुम बोलते हरमनप्रीत कौर को कि भाई आप ना छोड़ दो खेलना, आप छोड़ दो, हम कप्तान दूसरा ढूँढ लेंगे। जिस
अरे
तरह का
ऐसा
शॉट
कुछ
उन्होंने खेला।
नहीं, कुछ नहीं, देखो अमरप्रीत कौर ने इंग्लैंड में भी बहुत अच्छा नॉक खेला है, 170 ऐसा कुछ बना था इंग्लैंड में, तो
मेरे
एक
को लगता है उसकी
कुछ बोल
टाइमिंग
नहीं
भी
सकते
अलग हुई।
इंग्लैंड में। देखते हैं दूसरे और तीसरे मैच में कैसी परफॉर्मेंस करती है अमरप्रीत कौर, क्योंकि उनका ओडीआई मैच में अच्छे और ऑस्ट्रेलिया के सामने अच्छी खेलती है, एक मैच से कोई प्लेयर गंदा नहीं हो जाता, तो
मैं
देख।
बैटिंग के अलावा मैं कैप्टन पे भी आ रहा हूँ। देखो, हरमनप्रीत कौर, मेरे को थोड़ा समझ में ये नहीं आया कि क्या टॉस जीत के आपने बैटिंग क्यों की? क्योंकि आपको पता है ड्यू डेफिनेटली आनी थी। पहले से पिच रिपोर्ट में भी बता रहे थे कि ड्यू आनी ही आनी है, शाम को ड्यू आएगी। तो जब शाम को ड्यू आएगी, शाम को बैटिंग इजी होगा। आपने स्मृति मंधाना को ड्रॉप कर दिया है, तो क्यों पहली बैटिंग कर रहे हो भाई? अपने कांटे पहले से क्यों बो रहे हो? वैसे ही ऑस्ट्रेलिया की टीम इतनी स्ट्रांग है, आप पहली बॉलिंग करते। आपके पास बॉलर्स इतने अच्छे अच्छे हैं, बॉलिंग करते पहले, ऑस्ट्रेलिया को पहले बैटिंग करवाते, वो ज्यादा बेहतर थी। मेरे को सबसे गलत ये डिसीजन लगा, टॉस जीत के बैटिंग करना। और बैटिंग भी की तो आपने 300 रन नहीं बनाए यार, ऑस्ट्रेलिया को तो 300 रन बनाने पड़ेंगे। ऐसे नहीं चलेगा, ऑस्ट्रेलिया है यार, ये मजाक थोड़ी है। कुछ कहना चाहते हो कृष्णा इसके बारे में? एक ऐसी कंडीशन कृष्णा जहां तुम्हें पता है कि बाद में ड्यू आने वाली है, क्या जरूरत है टॉस जीत के बैटिंग करना? क्यों स्मृति मंदाना को ड्रॉप कर दिया आपने यस्तिका भाटिया के लिए? इसमें शेफाली वर्मा ने ऐसा क्या किया है? ये सभी कृष्णा की आवाज नहीं आ रही। तो वेलकम राहुल आफ्टर सो मेनी डेज। सो हाउ इज योर क्रिसमस?
Yes, very good Christmas today. So, yeah, it went well. I was out of town for a while. That's why I couldn't come on this show. Now I'm back.
या
Unfortunately, I was looking forward to some good cricket. Unfortunately, that didn't happen
बट
in the case of
टुडे
India versus.
हार्ट ब्रेक, बिग हार्ट ब्रेक।
Yeah, I mean, I knew India was going to lose the match. I mean, that was pretty obvious after seeing the first innings performance. I didn't. I'm surprised they lost today itself. That is a big surprise for me. I didn't think they'd lose by an innings. I expected some kind of fight.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
it
Yeah,
didn't
Rahul,
happen.
sir, first talk about India women versus Australia women. Tell me, Rahul, if you already you know about the pitch that there will be so much dew in Mumbai at a night time, do you win the toss and choose to bat first or bowl first?
Definitely choose to bowl first.
So Harmanpreet Kaur won the toss, choose to bat, and only two, three players performing well. And 282 was not a great total in 50 overs again against Australia.
Definitely not a great total. Not by any means was it a great total, and mainly because of Jemima Rodriguez and Pooja Vastrakar, the total came to 282.
Pooja was
Other,
really excellent. The way he played, that was really excellent. But again, what is this means? Harmanpreet Kaur captaincy will be questionable again. Why we win the
yeah,
toss and choose to bat? Why in this condition?
yeah, definitely, it deserves to be questioned, and rightly so. It's a terrible captaincy from her to choose to bat first.
And Rahul, tell me, do we need Richa Ghosh to play at number three? Is this a condition
Absolutely not. She's not a number three batsman by any means. I don't understand why the
for
batting order
playing
has
two
been
wicket
really
keeper
rotated
batsmen?
today.
For playing two wicket keeper batsmen, you are putting in form Smriti Mandhana out of the playing 11. I don't know why. His record is really great against Australia. So why you are doing so much experiment? I don't know.
This is probably the same thing that the men's team are doing. This whole idea of workload management, I call it a scam. I will say workload management is a real scam. It's just giving players too many breaks unnecessarily, and showing a lack of interest in the game. It's just workload management is basically a scam. It's just an excuse to be lazy and not show interest in the game.
Yeah, of course. So now we are already 1-0, and Australia is really looking very great. And Alice Perry again, consistent performer, back-to-back 350s. So what a player! And Australia made it one-sided.
And even
Lichfield
Utama
78.
Talia Magrat also played very well.
Yes, Talia Megrat.
Yeah, absolutely. Only Alyssa Healy, Mitchell Stark's wife, missed out today. Other than that, everyone else has really chipped in nicely for the team.
Yeah, so next match we want Smriti Mandhana back in this playing 11, and please play like original. Means third number is belongs to Jemima Rodriguez, number four Harmanpreet Kaur, number five is your Richa Ghosh. Yes, if you want that Jastika Bhatia should play, then drop Stefali Verma. Stefali Verma is not looking doing great so far.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Shafali Verma deserves to be dropped.
Yes, so this is a match. Let's see how things will goes on. But now let's talk about the interesting game. Not about India South Africa. That is Pakistan versus Australia. Rahul, today I am
Yes.
going. I have to say why Pakistan means Pakistan fans or journalists always say that their Shaheen Shah Afridi is always a good player, means such a wicket taker. Today, Shaheen Shah Afridi proved himself. Finally, they proved himself that yes, Mir Hamza, Shaheen Shah Afridi, the way they bowled, that was really great. Yeah, first, if we talk about the day three today, five wickets for Pat Cummins, but Pakistan team well done, 264. I don't think about that you can make that much runs, but yes, some good runs from tailenders, from Shaheen Shah Afridi, from I think one more Jamal also. I think so he was not out at 33. I guess.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, 33.
Yes,
So Jamal was also
absolutely. A
great.
great lower order contribution from Pakistan. I mean, the match was very interestingly poised. Actually, at 134 for six, it looked very interestingly poised. Then itself, I felt this is going to be a very interesting match, and Pakistan, they were able to cut down the deficit. I feel they did a very good job with the bat, and then I think they've done their job with the ball so far. I think the entire day, day three, really belonged to Pakistan. They really did well with both bat and ball.
Dismissal
Uh,
of Travis Head. When you will see that dismissal of Travis Head, Rahul, you will say that where Mir Hamza was there in World Cup, he should play World Cup. When you see that dismissal,
See, let's not mix formats over
yeah,
here.
but
You
I
cannot
think
see, we cannot really mix formats. Just because somebody did well in ODI cricket doesn't mean you can put them in World Cup. Actually, Usama Mir was not a bad bowler before the World Cup, but suddenly he was pushed into the World Cup and he performed badly. So you don't know. There's no saying Mir Hamza would have done very well at the World Cup either. Let's not mix formats. But he's made a good, impressive start so far in this match. He has made a very impressive start. That much we can say.
yeah, so far
And
five wickets from him in two innings, and well done, Shaheen Shah Afridi also. And I think now what Pakistan have to do, remove the tail as soon as possible. As of now, 241 runs. I think Rahul, the in Melbourne there is type of flat wicket you can chase 300 up to 300 you can chase. Pakistan have that type of batting,
so
but
far, actually, this is not really playing like a batting wicket. If we just look at the way the pitch is playing, and also the way the scores have panned out so far, I don't think we can really call it a batting wicket by any means.
no, not
It's
proper.
not
But
going to be, I think. See, Pakistan definitely is in with a chance, in my mind. There is no doubt about that, but I think it's still an uphill task, in my opinion, for them to pull off a win in this match, because there is also the previous match where they got bowled out for 89 in the final innings. Generally, Australian wickets are not very tough for batting in the fourth innings of a match. Batting fourth is not as difficult in Australia compared to batting in the subcontinent, but still, it's not very easy either. So Pakistan will have their task cut out, and especially if we're considering that Australia might add on another 50 runs at least, and by the time Pakistan comes out to bat, they might have to chase at least 300 to win this match, and that's not going to be easy considering the series is on the line, and to do
Yeah, it
that,
will
to
be difficult
level
to
the
chase.
series, it
So
will be very difficult, but they will have time to chase the target. But
yeah,
it's not going to be easy to survive on the wicket. Is not going to be very easy.
yeah, of course. But overall, we have to say that it is all about Pakistan bowlers who put Pakistan back into the contest, making the contest little bit
Yes,
interesting.
definitely. In fact, actually, they were not only back into the contest, actually, they looked in command at one stage when Australia was
Yeah,
16 for
16 for
4.
4
16 for 4 is virtually 70 for 4. Actually, they were in a very good position at that point. But
and one catch
Mitchell
dropped
Marsh,
that put him out of the
yes,
contest.
Mitchell Marsh and Steve Smith, though, hats off. They really put on a very good partnership, and got Australia, back ahead in the match. And then again, Shaheen Afridi and Mir Hamza both fought back. They got both those two wickets. So now it's basically going to be down to Alex Carey and hopefully Mitchell Marsh and Pat Cummins. They can add on a few runs.
Mitchell
I
Marsh
think.
already got out, 96, and
Sorry,
Smith
I
is
meant
already
Mitchell
out.
Stark. Sorry,
Yeah,
I
Mitchell
meant to
Stark.
say Mitchell Stark. Sorry, not Mitchell Marsh. Mitchell
I think this is a good
Stark.
time for Pakistan team. Just use Shaheen Shafeed and Mir Hamza and pull off all the talenders in first 1 hour. Then that will really work for you. I think
Yes,
so.
definitely. If they do that, but it's even if they do that, it's going to be challenging because they do have will have to chase close somewhere close to 300 in order to win this match. But they
I
can.
think
It's
Rahul, they are
definitely
dependent
doable.
on 2 3 batsmen. First, Abdullah Shafiq, Shan Maqsood, Babar Azam, little bit Imam ul Haq and Rizwan also. I think Rizwan looking quite great. Apart from Sarfaraz Ahmed, he's looking quite great against Stark. I see his batting. So
Yes, he definitely looks good. But then again, this Pakistan batting order is not strong enough. I'm not. I
disappointed with Shakil and Salman. Don't know means what happened to them, but let's see.
see. I think it is with this Pakistan team. Maybe if it was against India, I would have shown a little more confidence in India winning the match, chasing a target of 300. Sorry, bad timing, but uh,
Yeah,
frankly speaking, I think this Pakistan team really relies on is very top order heavy. I think if the top order doesn't give a good start, then they will
yeah,
likely
things
lose
will
the
be
match.
really
In
difficult.
spite of what the lower order has done, still lower order did not give them a first innings lead in this match. If you're, they can bring Pakistan close at best, but it's going to be tough if they have to chase a target of 300. I think Pakistan also not needs to think more in terms of runs rather than the time. I think you need to get the remaining wickets and keep the target like under 270. In my opinion, I think that's where they have to keep it. Have a realistic chance. Once the lead goes near 300, then it's getting towards dangerous territory for Pakistan.
Yeah, but as a cricket fan, Rahul, if Pakistan win it, then it makes the series interesting. 1-1. If
Yes,
miracle it happens.
absolutely. I mean, it will make the series very interesting. And Pakistan, and given Sydney is a very rain-prone city during the New Year's Test, Pakistan can even draw the series if they win this Test match. That is also possible. But we have to see what happens. The Australian team will not give away the victory very easily for Pakistan, so they will have to fight and earn it.
Yeah, yeah, okay. Okay, so Krishna, your views on Pakistan team, the way they bowl to Australia, what you want to say?
Yeah, means I was quite impressed with Mir Hamza selection. And Shansha Afridi also took 2 wickets. That was also quite vital today. So, but if you see, bowling was very terrific from Pakistan. I slept and I watched it at 7 o'clock game. Then I saw 16 for 4. I was also shocked at
Yeah,
what is
I
this
was also
Pakistan
really
bowling
excited.
doing. Man,
Yes, good.
seriously. Then after that, that drop catch of Abdullah Shakib will hurt Pakistan. After that drop catches, whenever you put down drop catches against Australia, they will pay for you. In the World Cup semi-final also, Hassan Ali dropped the catch of Matthew Wade, and Shenshaw Afridi had to pay for it. So I don't know this Pakistan fielding. They always drop catches and they have to lose the match. I don't know what was going on in their slip cording. And you know, Abdullah Shakif is dropping your catches. Still, you're keeping him in slip cordon. And after that, they removed him and kept Babar Azam in the slip cordon. You should have done the changes first only. I don't know what was Mashood's captaincy. I don't know what was going on his mind. If you know Abdullah Shakif is not catching the ball in slips properly, then he should have changed the slip cordon. And if Mitchell Marsh would have got out there, then Alex Carey would have come in. And in after that, two more wickets, then Australia wouldn't have even crossed 200 or 241, I feel. So Pakistan had a great chance to chase below 250, I feel. And if Pakistan has to chase it, Kunal bhai, Babar has to score a century. If he doesn't score century, then I don't see Pakistan winning this because they rely
Well,
on Babar.
Krishna, chase is also possible if Abdullah Shafiq, Saad Maqsood, Imam ul Haq, Babar Azam, Shakil, all will make 50-50-50. It can be possible.
See,
Six player make
Kunal
50
bhai,
and you
it's
can win it.
difficult against quality attack of Australia. They
Right,
know.
Rahul? Rahul, it can be possible without making century, you can win it. Collective performance.
But it's possible with the Australian team, and Australian team is all about teamwork. It's not about one or two players in the team. I mean, that has always been their strength. So yeah, one thing and one thing like Krishna Nair correctly pointed out is that is a team that won't spare you if you drop catches, and I think that is a big concern for Pakistan more than batting or bowling. I think it is dropping
Good.
catches. If you drop catches, you're more likely to lose matches. Catches win matches. That is a fact. You cannot. I hate it actually when people brush aside fielding as some what to say. It is just one third skill. It's just a bonus. Fielding is not a bonus. You have to field well if you want to win matches. It's not just batting and bowling. If you field well, you will save runs in the field. Your bowlers will concede less runs. If you have good fitness, you'll run well between the wickets and you can score more runs uh, with the bat. So fitness and fielding is not what to say, a third skill which should be ignored. Fielding is as important as batting and bowling. You can't simply discard those as not important.
Yeah, of course, of course.
I
Now,
feel
guys,
Kunal
let's
bhai, this
come
was the
to.
best chance for Pakistan to means be in the commanding position. See, in every matches you don't see Usman Khawajat getting ducked, Warner scoring 6 runs in his farewell series. You don't see Labuschagne, such a good test batsman, getting out in below 20 runs. You don't see every time. This was actually Kunal
Yeah,
bhai the
yeah, of
big
course.
position and might be chase 250 below 250. Now only hope that Pakistan fans will. Babar has to perform. If he doesn't perform, then game is over. I don't see Imam will actually bat test cricket type of player. He will do tuk tuk and he will start wasting balls. And only Abdullah Shakib has impressed me as an opener and Shad Masood. After that, I do and this one. I don't see others doing this chase.
Yeah, but so many people I have talked with, so many people all are saying that what you are saying, you are supporting Pakistan. But me and Rahul, what we want as a cricket fan, that series should be looking really interesting. Rahul, if tomorrow Australia lost the match, then series will be really interesting in Sydney. 1-1.
Mm. It would be very interesting. Actually, but to be honest, I don't have an issue with either team winning. I mean, ideally, I'd prefer Australia winning, but I don't mind Pakistan winning the match. Anyway, we want to see good cricket at the end of the day, regardless of which two teams are involved or what the result is. Hopefully, the match will be competitive. It won't be like Perth, where Pakistan just collapsed in the fourth innings. Hopefully, Pakistan will, even if they lose this match, they will show a better fight. That's what we
Yeah,
want at
right,
the end of
right.
the day.
Yeah, of course. That is the logic. Okay, now guys, let's come to our Indian team. Those who prefer IPL, they don't want a ICC trophy. They don't focus on test match. Okay, first of all, let's come to the new guest one by one. Okay, सौरभ वीडियो दिखा सकते हो या वैसे ही बात करोगे बैक से?
हाँ वैसे ही ठीक है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं।
ऐसे ही ठीक है, ओके,
हम्म।
ठीक है। एक एक करके बात करते हैं, राहुल से बाद में बात करेंगे। सौरभ यार, आईपीएल में तो यार हम इनिंग्स डिफीट तो नहीं होते ना, मतलब आईपीएल में तो यार एक टांग पे खड़े होके करने को तैयार हैं। हार्दिक पांड्या चोटिल हो जाते हैं जब हमें जरूरत होती है, और जब आईपीएल की बात आती है तब बंदा एक टांग पे खेलने के लिए रेडी है। तो सौरभ क्या करें फिर, हम छोड़ दें आईसीसी ट्रॉफी टेस्ट मैच खेलना छोड़ देते हैं, हम आईपीएल खेलते हैं 12 महीने, जो हालत है
हाँ
इंडिया की।
यही बेटर ऑप्शन लग रहा है मुझे भी।
क्योंकि यार प्रॉपर एक्सपोज हुए हो यार, तुम प्रॉपर एक्सपोज, बिना ऋषभ पंत के तुम खेल ही नहीं सकते, टेस्ट मैच नहीं खेल सकते। केएल राहुल फर्स्ट इनिंग्स में तो भाई 100 मारा, भाई साहब ट्विटर में पागल हो गए लोग, बोले केएल राहुल हमारा बेस्ट बैट्समैन है, उससे बेस्ट कोई हो नहीं सकता, ऋषभ पंत से ऊपर रेट किया। सेकेंड इनिंग में क्यों नहीं बनाया भाई रन? सेकेंड इनिंग में 10 रन भी नहीं बनाए केएल राहुल ने, 30 ओवर में पूरी टीम आउट हो गई। क्या कहना है केएल राहुल के लिए सौरभ?
केएल राहुल है कि एक मैच खेल लेता है, फिर उसके बाद 10 मैच के लिए उसको सिंपैथी मिल जाती है, फिर वो 11th मैच खेलता है, फिर नेक्स्ट 10 मैच के लिए सिंपैथी मिल जाती है, बस
ये
ऐसे
सेम
ही चल
क्वेश्चन
रहा है।
राहुल से पूछते हैं, राहुल का क्या है? तो राहुल, योर व्यूज ऑन केएल राहुल मीन्स केएल राहुल इज परफॉर्मिंग व्हेन ऑल आर सेइंग दैट यस ड्रॉप दिस बैट्समैन, ड्रॉप दिस, so what you will say to this KL Rahul? Is he a good wicket keeper than Rishabh Pant? All are saying today that he is better than Rishabh Pant. He is one of the greatest century in South Africa.
No, no, definitely not. And frankly speaking, okay, KL Rahul is a decent batsman. Every now and then he has shown some decent performances. Okay. And in the first innings, he played a great knock. I will agree with that. But come on, don't, what to say, don't inflate it into greatest of this, greatest of that. Don't hype so much. That's what I want to say to fans first. Stop hyping the players. Just when they perform well, appreciate. That's all. Don't give so much hype to players saying great is this, great is that. As far as the comparison with Rishabh Pant is concerned, mark my words, with the way this team is performing, we need a Rishabh Pant in the team. Frankly speaking, these last 3 or 4 years, we have been, what to say, getting out of trouble so often because of Rishabh Pant. Today was actually a day where we missed Rishabh Pant, to be very honest. If Rishabh Pant was there, we would have at least avoided an innings defeat in today's match. Maybe even we would have got more runs in the first innings. We would have gotten maybe 300 or 350 in the
Yeah,
first innings. We had
around.
Rishabh Pant batting, not 245. So, first of all, let's stop drawing these comparisons with like this just over one good innings. We need to be a little bit balanced here. Another thing I want to highlight, I think this defeat is a very timely reminder of how the last 2 years has been for Indian cricket. First of all, Rohit Sharma, I have to say, he did not get his okay, I will admit he earned his limited overs captaincy by winning the 5 IPL trophies. He earned that by winning 5 IPL trophies. He deserved white ball captaincy, I will admit, but he definitely did not deserve test captaincy. And frankly speaking, we are missing Virat Kohli, the captain,
Yeah,
in test cricket right now, because under Virat Kohli we didn't get humiliated like this. Very rarely did we get humiliated uh, like this in test cricket overseas. We were competitive on our last two tours of South Africa. Even the last tour where we lost the series 2-1, like in each one we were in the game regularly. In every game we were in the match. So we really missed him. And South Africa, they scored 408 in the first innings in this match. Last time South Africa scored more than 400 in a complete innings against India was, when, in 2013. back when MS Dhoni was captain. So under Virat Kohli's captaincy, we did not let South Africa score 400 in their own backyard. That is the impact Virat Kohli had as a leader. And another thing is Kohli was very good at managing our pace bowlers. If you don't mind, I would like to share my screen. Is it okay if I share my screen, Kunal, to show a few stats to our viewers?
Yeah. Okay. Which stats? Yeah, you can
Stat.
show. Yeah,
Yes, as a matter of fact, I want to show. Uh, whole. Yeah. Oh, I
yeah.
don't
Show.
think I'm
You can.
allowed to share.
I guess
Okay.
not.
Okay,
I guess.
fine. Anyway, I have looked up the stats of all our pace bowlers. One thing I can tell you is that if you look at any of our pace bowlers, Umesh Yadav, Bumrah, uh, even Hardik Pandya, Shardul Thakur, Mohammad Siraj, who came later on, all of them had their best years as pace bowlers under Virat Kohli's captaincy. It's very
Yeah.
clear. Even bowlers who were ordinary under MS Dhoni became like gun bowlers under Virat Kohli. We had our great days in Test cricket under Virat Kohli. 2016 to 2021, I call it a golden era of Test cricket. We were number one in Test cricket. We were dominating at home. We were giving teams a hard time, even overseas. And I think right now there is a decline in Indian Test match cricket. You could see it last year, even last year. We didn't play much Test cricket last year, if I'm not wrong, but we almost lost a Test match in Bangladesh, if I remember correctly, under KL Rahul's captaincy. We almost lost a Test match in Bangladesh. We failed to complete the series win in England. We had the 2-1 lead from 2021. We failed to win that series in 2022, that fifth Test match. We couldn't defend. We took only 3 wickets defending a target of 370. We had 370 to defend in the fourth innings, and we could not defend it. We took only 3 wickets. Can you imagine that? This same bowling attack in 2021 had bowled England out for 120 in under 60 overs at Lords, and we could not defend 370. What a fall for our bowlers, a serious fall. And that same year, at last tour of South Africa, we could not defend 240 and 230. Actually, our bowling really made us believe that we could defend even 230 runs in the fourth innings. We didn't do that. Our bowling has really declined over this last year. We also saw it in the World Test Championship final this year, where India conceded a huge target. The same Travis Head who troubled us in the World Cup final also murdered us in the World Test Championship final that we played. Now, to end 2023, we've had this humiliating defeat in South Africa right now. Frankly speaking, this team is not looking like a test match team, be it our batting or our bowling. This team is not looking like a test team at all. There are lots of real lightweights in this team, and frankly speaking, I think it is going to continue for another 2 or 3 years at least. This is going to be how Indian cricket is. We are pretty much, when it comes to overseas test matches, I think this is a very harsh thing to say, but we're going to go back to pre-Kohli times where we will get humiliated overseas. Next year, we have a 5-match test series in Australia. We have not lost the Border Gavaskar Trophy since 2014-15. I think we're going to finally lose it next year in Australia. I think it's going to be another humiliating tour for Team India. And frankly speaking, with that, we won't make the World Test Championship final in 2025. So another real low. And I think with unless we somehow miraculously come back in the New Year's Test and draw this series, I think we really have to question what Rohit and Dravid are doing as captain coach. Do I think their time really has to be done right now? 2 years of them being at the top, 2022 and 2023, both have been terrible years for Indian cricket. It has to be said. ODI World Cup, you can say we reached the final without losing a single match, and we won the Asia Cup and all that before that. But frankly speaking, given that ODI cricket was our priority this year, we even put Test match cricket and T20 cricket in the back seat. We gave those two formats a back seat and really prioritized ODI cricket. Taking rest was the norm outside the World Cup. So winning the World Cup was going to be the only acceptable result for us this year. That didn't happen. Rohit has been given a chance to redeem himself in this Test series in South Africa, and yeah, it's a two-match series. He can still win the next one, but looking at this innings defeat, I highly doubt we're going to come back and win the Test match. I'll be happy if we even compete in that Test match, let alone win it. I don't have confidence we can even compete with this team, to be very frank.
Yeah, ओके 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 सौरभ क्या कहना चाहते हैं कैप्टनसी जिस तरह से हो रही है रोहित शर्मा की राहुल द्रविड़ की अ, राहुल द्रविड़ की जो कोचिंग है मेरे को बहुत बेकार लग रही है बहुत बेकार सौरभ क्या कहना है इस कोचिंग के बारे में
जहां तक मुझे लग रहा है कि जब 2016 में अनिल कुंबले कोच बने थे इंडिया के, तब टेस्ट में हम लोगों ने बहुत अच्छा परफॉर्म करना स्टार्ट किया था अंडर विराट कोहली कैप्टनसी। और अभी जो है कि एटलीस्ट एक या दो टेस्ट के प्लेयर भी होने चाहिए, जैसे कि चेतेश्वर पुजारा हो गए, अजिंक्य रहाणे हो गए। बट और बॉलिंग के हिसाब से आई थिंक मोहम्मद शमी को भी हमें इंक्लूड करना चाहिए था। जहाँ
मोहम्मद
और
शमी
यस, मोहम्मद शमी कैन बी द बॉलर, ही इज
अरे तो
एक्सपीरियंस्ड बॉलर।
इंजर्ड है
बट
ना तो कैसे आएगा इंजर्ड
Unfortunately,
है
he is
वो
injured. We have to make do with what we have,
एक्चुअली
sort of.
व्हेन वी नीड सम प्लेयर दे इंजर्ड एट दैट टाइम ओनली।
so yeah
इट
injury
इज,
prone player we have so many injury prone player
you
example
can see
Hardik
the
Pandya
Jadeja also. I
no
can't see. You yesterday you told that Jadeja is injured some back string or
yeah
something.
back spasm okay
Back.
okay now let's come to Rohit Sharma means how much you are satisfied with Rohit Sharma batting means the way his dismissal if you see his dismissal you will say that I think
अरे
Rohit
कुणाल
Sharma
भाई,
is हाँ बोलो
मैं बोलना चाहता हूँ कि जो वो है ना वो फेक न्यूज था, और वो मुझे लगता है रोहित ने आपको बोला रहेगा, लेकिन वो ऐसी मजाक बना रहा है मेरा। उस स्पोर्ट्स टॉकीज में भी ऐसी मजाक बनाया था मेरा, इसके लिए उसको छोड़ो रोहित।
ठीक है वो रोहित को छोड़ो इस रोहित शर्मा की बात करो यार बताओ रोहित शर्मा का क्या करें मतलब मेरे को तो लगता है छोड़ देना चाहिए टेस्ट मैच
अरे
कि नहीं
हाँ,
छोड़ने
मुझे
देना
लग रहा है
actually
रिटायर
it
हो
was
जाना
a good
चाहिए।
it was a good plan from Ilgar that he brought in Rabada when Rohit Sharma was facing the new ball, and because he know that Rohit Sharma always struggles against Kagiso Rabada, so that was in first innings also you saw that Rabada only took Rohit's wicket, and in the second innings also Rabada only bowled him. What a beautiful delivery from Rabada. He knows these conditions very well, and he produces the gem by his bowling delivery. That was a miracle, means that was unplayable by Rohit Sharma. We can't blame him for that, because it was, if you see that
that is
delivery,
not unplayable delivery that is unplayable by Rohit Sharma yes
Yes, that is not an unplayable delivery actually. Because Virat Kohli at the same time he's scored I think 74 or 76.
66 yeah
76. Yes, so I think not all the balls are unplayable. Something there is a adaptation also. He can't adjust.
See, you cannot see as a top order batsman in a test match, and that too being
He have to
captain or
understand the pitch as
whatever.
well.
You have to be able to handle tough deliveries and very tough bowling, very
Yes,
hard bowling, especially when playing overseas. You can't give excuses like bowler bowled well, so I'll keep on failing. You can't
yes, yes.
make that
And
excuse.
yes,
Uh,
in the international level you have to play.
Alok I have nothing personal with Rohit Sharma but the way he is performing we all are saying
and if you see Kunal Bhai, this same test tube was played in West Indies, Kunal Bhai, and this same team performed well against that West Indies team bowlers. But in this
but
against
West
the
Indies
Rohit
never
Sharma,
made
when he
struggle.
became captain, he has made it clear that he wants to play with the intent. Okay, that works in white ball cricket in T20. See, why didn't he do that in the T20 World Cup last year? He couldn't carry it out. He did that in the ODI World Cup this year. Yes, but you can't always do that in Test match cricket when when you know that you have to often face tough conditions and you have to face high quality pace bowling. You can't follow a one size fits all strategy and say I will play only in one way, like Virender Sehwag or something. You can't. You have to adapt sometimes to the conditions in front
Yes,
of you.
Sehwag was legendary.
Yes,
You can't compare with
yes,
him.
you
Yeah,
can't
he's
compare with
legendary
Virendra
player.
Sehwag.
You can't.
He's a legend.
Yeah. Another thing, I mean, to address Alok Kumar's thing about, see, it's not about liking or not liking Rohit Sharma. See, I like MS Dhoni, but at the same time, I accept that Dhoni didn't do good captaincy in Test match cricket, and
Yeah.
we got a lot of humiliating defeats under MS Dhoni in Test match cricket, and his captaincy wasn't strong. And I have to admit that he was one of our greatest white ball captains, but as a Test captain, he was not good enough. With Virat Kohli, it's the opposite. He was had limitations in white ball captaincy, but he was a very good Test match captain. So I think it's time for BCCI to make this distinction. We cannot just because somebody is a good white ball captain or good IPL captain doesn't mean they're ready to be a Test match captain. I think this has to be said. Same thing with batsmen and bowlers. You look at how many players are being ignored for their performances in the India A matches, the List A games,
Yes.
Ranji Trophy. Big two big cases: Abhimanyu Ishwaran and Sarfaraz Khan. Both of them have done very well in first class cricket, but they're not getting chances
So many
to
players,
play for
Priyank
India.
Panchal and so
Even
many.
even when Ajinkya Rahane was failing, Pujara was out of form, Virat Kohli himself was out of form. We had them as options. We didn't bring them into the team, and we brought in. We even gave Ishan Kishan a chance to play Test match cricket, even though he wasn't even impressive in the IPL and in international cricket too. Not done too much of note, maybe except I think one double hundred against Bangladesh last year in ODI cricket. Other than that, he's not done too much to deserve a place in the Test match squad. So we need to really start looking at first class cricket. And in some cases, I think for selection going forward, you have to ignore IPL, choose players who will be good in first class cricket and can handle the red ball correctly, because batting against a red ball is different from the white ball in limited overs cricket. This distinction has to be made.
ओके, हर्षित क्या कहना है रोहित शर्मा की कैप्टेंसी के लिए? क्या नया हो सकता है सेकंड टेस्ट में कि हम जीत जाएं?
Rohit Sharma captaincy was good, but actually India didn't attack, didn't be aggressive from the first day. That's the problem.
Aggressive means where? Bowling side, batting side?
Both, Kunal bhai.
Okay. Okay, guys, how much you rate Dean Elgar innings? Means all are saying that pitch is really difficult for according to India. Pitch is really difficult. Then how Dean Elgar able to make 185? Anyone can justify his innings.
See, Dean Elgar played a great innings. Look, we cannot give pitch as a justification. See, when Australian and English teams they come to India and they struggle against spin, they complain about the pitches and say the pitch is not proper. Even when India does well on these pitches, the same has happened to us in this game. We've been outplayed. Well, it's we should accept it. Let's not talk about the pitch at all. When one team has gotten bowled out for 245 and 131 in their two innings, and the other team has scored 408 in their first innings, there is nowhere to hide. We have been completely outplayed, we've been humiliated, and we've been thrashed. I think there are no excuses for this match. There is no positive spin on this game.
Yeah, of course. Okay.
India was, I think, a big miss because he was a good batter in overseas, but we can't give excuses.
Okay. Great. Okay. Saurabh, what is your views on India future, wins in future? I think India need to change team so much, and Pujara should come back in this playing 11.
Yes, yes, I'm support your point. Pujara and might be Ajinkya Rahane. They both are a great player for the test match. So I
I
think
think no Rahane because we have replacement, but I think at number three as of now we have not two great batsmen. So I think
number four
Pujara should
also.
come. Number three, number four Virat Kohli. As of now, till when Virat
Number
Kohli is
four
playing,
Virat Kohli.
Yeah. Okay, so
Yeah, Virat
Rahul,
Kohli has always batted at number four. But see, the one thing with Rahane and Pujara is they have the ability to step up when the team needs it the most. They will. They may not perform in every innings from now on. Rust will always be there, but they will step up and perform when the team needs them the most. Gaba 2021, Pujara played a very valuable innings which set up India for the win. Him preserving his wicket on that final day in the Gaba, never forget. That innings was what set the platform for Rishabh Pant to really play his game later on and win India the test match. Another thing that will be underrated is the same year in Lords when India was in a lot of trouble, I think, on day four of the Lord's Test match. Pujara and Rahane really batted out a lot of time, got India through to stumps on day four without getting bowled out. We were in danger of getting bowled out that day and losing the match, but their partnership ensured that that didn't happen. So they know how to step up when the chips are down. Rahane scored a century at the MCG. After India got humiliated in the first test match, he scored a century at the MCG, which set India up for a victory in that match. So these two know how to step up when it
But
matters. In fact, the World Test Championship final this year, Rahane and Jadeja both played fantastic innings in the first innings, which
Rahane
unfortunately
scored, I
we
think,
still had a big.
88 to 89 at that
Yes,
inning.
absolutely. It helped India cut down the first innings deficit and get a decent first innings score. We have to see whether these youngsters can really handle the pressure. Will they be able to play the role that Rahane and Pujara played during their prime? We have to really see whether they
and
can do
we
that. If they
should
don't, if they
Johannes
constantly fail
captain.
like this, if we get consistently humiliated like this, we definitely need to bring back Rahane and Pujara because at least they will play a very good innings. They can give you very vital innings. It's not always about quantity; it's about quality. They will give quality innings when the team is under pressure.
okay, guys, don't you think that now uh, Shardul Thakur should be dropped from Team India now because he's not performing well, not with a bat, not with a ball.
And whom will you bring,
He is
Kunal
not
bhai, in that
performing
team?
in T20 or ODI also,
I'm saying
Correct.
not
we
in
No
Test
test
match.
match.
Thakur, whom will you bring? Even Jadeja is injured, so whom will you bring?
Jade, yeah, it's okay. Yeah, that is back spasm. It will not happen each and every day. Yeah, maybe next test match you will see in place of Ashwin definitely is going to come because Ashwin is not performing that much well in overseas. So we need a good batsman, and Jadeja is your proper batsman. But guys, if we review the Indian team in previous 2 3 years, coming to Rahul, Rahul, don't you think that without Rishabh Pant, without Jadeja, this team is looking clueless, properly
Yes,
clueless?
I 100% agree. This team is looking clueless, especially without Rishabh Pant. Rishabh Pant played an impact innings in almost every series he has played since the Gaba Test match. We have seen that. Whenever this team has collapsed, Rishabh Pant has played a big innings and rescued Team India. Without him, look at how this team is performing. We are just completely crumbling under pressure. Another thing is with Shardul Thakur. Actually, Shardul Thakur had a very good year in 2021. He scored a couple of 50s in that Oval Test match and was getting crucial wickets at crucial times. He's able to do that, but 2023 he's been poor. It's not been a very good year for him. Unfortunately, the problem with dropping Shardul Thakur is we don't have a pace bowling all rounder, which we will need when we play in Sena
Oh,
countries.
Rahul, we
Uh,
have
we had,
actually
but
India is not focusing on domestic cricket. We have.
we don't
See, it's hard
start.
to. It is hard to bring someone fresh into a Sena series.
Yashasvi Jaiswal is fresh here. Yashasvi Jaiswal first
See,
match,
as
first
far as
score.
pace bowling all rounder is concerned, we've not seen much of SSV Jaiswal bowling. To be frank, I know. See, pace bowling all rounders has to be groomed in the domestic stage itself. You can't suddenly bring produce it in international cricket. You need it has to be groomed at the domestic level, and After all these years, we have been for so many years we have known, even actually from the time Hardik Pandya made his debut for Team India, we knew he was injury prone and he will miss a lot of matches. Still, we don't have a replacement for him. I'm not convinced Shardul Thakur is the answer. In spite of a few good innings here and there, he's not the answer because when sometimes he's batting well, but he's not bowling well. Sometimes he's bowling well, not batting well. You can't rely on such an all-rounder. You need somebody who will contribute with both during your matches. And
But we
frankly
can
speaking,
include
we need
Deepak
to.
Chahar also. He can
No,
Deepak
swing
Chair
a ball.
again is another problem because he's injury prone. Even 2 months of IPL, he's not able to last the whole season. So, what confidence can we have that he will do well in international cricket? In what, let's say, T20 international cricket, let alone Test match cricket? Deepak Chahar will constantly be injured, and for me, it's a big criteria. Fitness is a big criteria for me because you need. What's the use of their ability if you don't have their availability in
we can,
matches? You need to have
can
availability first. I think availability is the best ability. I'm a firm believer of that. So you need to have fitness first. Abilities comes second. If you don't have the fitness and you're not going to be regularly available, then the team can't make use of their ability. You need to have backups.
Okay, yeah, good question from Alok that he's saying that what Pujara Rahane, Manu, Priyank Panchal, Sarfaraz Khan will do. They are performing better in domestic cricket but no selection. I think this is a fault of BCCI and you need a good member in BCCI first. I think first of all, remove this Jay Shah. He's just doing business, making money for BCCI. He's not thinking about that we need a trophy. In fact, there is very interesting stats with me that since IPL has starting, we have not yet won a single ICC trophy so far. So this is really interesting. No
Mm.
T20 World Cup,
See,
no W Test Championship, and no 50-50 also.
to be frank, actually we did win. See, since IPL commenced in 2008 was the inaugural season. India won the 2011 ODI World Cup and the 2013 Champions Trophy, both in the ODI format. Other than that, no trophies has come. But if you see, in the initial years of IPL, international cricket was still the priority for the Indian cricket team. It was still important. In fact, if you know about the 2011 ODI World Cup, we built the team right from 2008 itself. Were trying to prepare for build towards the ODI World Cup. We did in 3 years. And why is ODI World Cup held once in 4 years? Because it takes 4 years to prepare for a World Cup. It's not just sleeping for 23 months and then month before you will play some cricket and go for the World Cup. That happened actually in for us in the 2023 ODI World Cup. If you look
Actually,
at it,
Alok
we
giving
didn't
thank
play
good valid
we
points
didn't
story.
that
play too much. We didn't play too much ODI cricket until September this year. In September, actually, we just had a good preparation because we won matches. We won the Asia Cup and we had won 2 out of 3 matches against Australia. But not every time before a tournament will you have such a build up where you have you're hosting the tournament and then you play so many ODIs in the lead up to the tournament in the subcontinent itself in similar conditions. You won't have that kind of a build up every time towards an ICC tournament. And BCCI and the selectors, they were giving Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli rest half the time just so they could stay fresh for this ODI World Cup. And they were even putting Test match cricket and T20 cricket in the back seat in order to give this ODI World Cup priority. This was the biggest priority when the year started, when the year 2023 started, and we finished runner up in the World Cup at home. So it's all in all not another terrible year for Indian cricket. It has to be said. The future is looking even more bleak. To be very frank, it doesn't look like things are going to improve. We have now six
I
months
think
for the
Rahul, there is one
next.
and only plan. One and only plan if you want to be good in a test cricket and you want so many youngsters, it's better you give captaincy to Rishabh Pant when he is fully fit. I think it will be possible by 2025, and we will see some new players like at least Abhimanyu Smiran, Sarfaraz Khan, Priyank Panchal should play in middle order. I think in that time we have good playing 11, and Shubman Gill is not your number three. He is a proper opener, so use him as an opener. Yeah, Alok will also
And
say that why
and I
you are
can
not keep
also
Shubman Gill.
add one point that please don't select the player from IPL.
Absolutely.
From
See, actually,
yes,
some good players are being overlooked because, see,
yes,
Avesh
the
Khan,
good players,
if
the
we
talented
make
players
fun
is
of him.
overlooked.
See, sort of, we make fun of Avesh Khan because of IPL. And meanwhile, actually, look at the India A versus South Africa A match right now. Avesh Khan has taken a 5 wicket haul against South Africa A, but he's being ignored because in the name of IPL, he's being ignored. And so many other players, like I think Alok Sharma has pointed out, like Abhimanyu Ishwaran, Priyak Panchal, Safraz Khan, all of these guys are being ignored in the name of IPL because they didn't perform in IPL. I don't even think you even hear of Priyak Panchal or Abhimanyu
I
Ishwaran
think
playing
Rahul,
IPL
what is the
matches.
best idea? Uh, put Ranji Trophy aside and make a IPL of 20 teams. Means make a two window and always play IPL throughout the year. Means every 4 months. Then you will get a good
That
player.
that might happen in the future, Kunal. That might happen. I
Yeah,
won't be
because we
Actually,
don't
surprised
need
if that
Ranji.
happens. But
I
actually, see, look at this, Kunal. Parallelly, we are right now alongside this India South Africa Test match. There is an India A versus South Africa A unofficial test going on. That series, see, what is the point of having these list A bilateral series if you're not going to choose players who perform well in these into the test team? The whole point of having, see, if India tours New Zealand, there will be an India New Zealand A versus India A going on alongside.
And
If
before the match,
similarly, if we
not
tour,
during the match,
yes,
not
before the
during.
match, yes, before the match. Same thing happening in South Africa right now. Whole point of this is to groom players to see who are your next test match players. They are doing this, but you're not selecting the players who are performing in those games. Then what is the point of having these series? Same thing with the I've been saying with all the white ball bilateral series, you're not going to give the players who perform in those series a chance to play in the World Cup. Neither are you going to use those matches to prepare for the World Cup. Then what is the use of having those series? Right now, we are 6 months away from the next ICC tournament, the T20 World Cup. We are not even decided about who the captain is going to be. We are hearing on one side it's going to be Hardik. On one side, we're hearing it's going to be Rohit. So we're not decided about that, and we're not even sure about whether Kohli will play or not. We're not sure who's going to play in the World Cup or what the squad is going to be, let alone the playing 11. And they're saying we will decide after IPL. Good luck.
Yeah, good suggestion from Alok also that try Abhimanyu Swaran in place of Gill or Ayer, anyone. Maybe in place of Shubman Gill because you need a number three, proper number three player
don't
who will
understand why
replace
BCCI
Pujara.
is Hardik Pandya too much. I mean his fault.
Hardik Pandya, yeah, I don't want to put this topic because according to me, Hardik Pandya is proper fraud cricketer. Means I don't know when he will play for India. He is always playing for IPL team. Means for IPL, he is changing his IPL team
See,
Gujarat to
I'll
Mumbai
tell you
just for money.
one thing. Just because I think I said this already in the video, but just because somebody is successful in the IPL doesn't qualify them to be a captain in international cricket. You look at, we've been criticizing Rohit Sharma for the same as well. His
Yes,
fitness record is not very good, and we've been proven right. Uh, but one positive thing with Rohit Sharma is he's stayed fit during the ICC tournaments. During the World Cup, he plays completely. Hardik Pandya, not even that. He got injured during the last ODI World Cup when the team needs him the most. He got injured, and finally we paid for it because our bowling resources were thin. We didn't have another all-rounder. We are replacing Hardik Pandya with Surya Kumar Yadav. Just imagine you replaced an all-rounder with a batsman, so you had only five bowlers to bowl all the 50 overs, no matter what, whether they're bowling badly or bowling well. You have to deal with those five bowlers alone. So Hardik Pandya's injury made our bowling resources a little bit thinner. So you can't rely on a player who will get injured when you need them, when you need him the most. You can't rely on Hardik Pandya. Like you said, he's a fraud cricketer. Fraud is the right name. Fraud not just because of his getting injured, but he's getting injured and then wanting to be the captain of the team. You look at what he's done in the IPL too. In the IPL, he was captain of Gujarat Titans and like bragging about, look, I'm captain of my home franchise. He was being so proud of that. Finally, when money came, he just abandoned Gujarat Titans and went to Mumbai Indians. He's gone to Mumbai Indians also and demanded that he be captain there, in spite of him not um, having a good injury record. I mean, he has a very good injury record. He gets injured all the time. That is there. In spite of being injury prone, he has demanded that he is made the captain, in spite of bad mouthing this franchise and Rohit Sharma. So that he has a lot of an arrogance, and plus he's a total fraud. He's not. I think he's not missed both Australia and South Africa series now in T20 cricket. He's going to miss Afghanistan T20 series also, and might not even play the IPL. Now, after asking for captaincy, he might miss the IPL now. Uh, but then he's a candidate for T20 captaincy in the World Cup. So, what is going on? Why are we choosing injury prone players to be the captain? It doesn't matter if a captain is uh, has flaws in their tactics, but you need them to be fit. First of all, a flawed captain who is fit is as good as an excellent captain who is injury prone and misses games, in my eyes.
Okay. Okay, question from Saurav. Saurav, what we need to think about Indian team means it is almost 10 to 11 years. We have no trophies, and I think we need to first of all think about a root, because when we plant a tree, first of all, root should be better. Then the branches will come. Then fruits, flowers is coming. So I think first of all we need to change some members in BCCI. What is your take on it, Saurav?
Yes, the team has started to begin by Saurav Ganguly, then led by MS Dhoni. But after that, we did not won any ICC trophies. But under the Virat Kohli captaincy, we played a very aggressively cricket also.
I'm
But
asking about
now,
BCCI. I'm asking about BCCI means the way they are selecting the player. They're always thinking about making money. They're not thinking about selecting good players, good time, according to form, according to condition, nothing. They are just thinking about making money. So so sort of will problem will be solved if we are earning crores and crores in every year. Can we buy a ICC trophy by this crores?
actually, they are spoiled the cricket, the emotions. No, you cannot buy everything with money.
Yes.
You have
So
to you have to focus on the talent, the efforts, those who are really
See,
played well, but
we
they are
easily
really
blame.
overlooked some
Yes, yes.
players.
See, Kunal, we easily blame IPL for our failures. We can't blame IPL for everything, because finally, speaking, and everyone who comes into the Indian team is getting it because of IPL, and in limited overs cricket, that's the right approach. At least in T20 cricket, it is correct to bring players in based on the IPL performance. But there is no use. I think, like Saurabh said, there's no use producing this talent if it doesn't translate into winning a trophy. Another thing I think is we need a change in our culture. We need a change in culture. If you see what George Bailey said after Australia won the 50 over World Cup final, he said that due to IPL experience, we were able to navigate the conditions during the final. So that means that this IPL is benefiting overseas cricketers too, because they get to play in India every year. They get to see the conditions and make plans when they play in India. But we don't get that exposure overseas because BCCI is not letting Indian cricketers play in the overseas leagues. If Indians get to play in overseas T20 leagues, they will get exposure to other conditions, and it won't be new for them when they play a World Cup in those venues.
yeah, yeah.
And I think they have to select very crucial the playing 11s. I think in the World Cup They did not have a proper playing 11 also. But we win the league matches somehow. But I don't think that that will be the playing best playing 11 for India while playing World Cup. Actually, we are in. Actually, the match is hosted in India, so we just survive the league matches. What I feel,
Yeah,
because
you can say it. Yeah.
because just we survived somehow, and somehow we managed to win the semi final.
And Rohit Sharma think that he has done brilliant captaincy. He
Brilliant
is one
captaincy,
of the
yes, because
captains.
he thinks if he hit a boundary from the first ball, he's the great captain. Not that yet. He have to play well at least 20 to 30 overs or minimum 20 overs. He just play 6 to 7 overs in the power play like T20 matches, and then just one loose shot. We after that wicket we
See,
choke.
I'm not. I won't blame his batting in particular. Actually, we did do well until the final. I will admit that much credit I will give. But doing well until the final is not enough. You have to do well in the final also. If you look at what Rohit Sharma did in the final, we had Australia actually at 47 for three when the target was 242 runs, and Rohit Sharma did something which he didn't do all tournament. He changed what was a winning strategy for him until the final. You look at see in 200 when you have 242 runs to defend, it doesn't matter what the conditions are like. You need to set attacking fields. You have to bring fielders into the circle. You have to cut off singles, even if you're not taking wickets. None of that. Those things happened, and Australians. They saw the field, and they were just knocking ones and twos around and getting occasional boundaries every now and then and keeping the scoreboard ticking. That's all you have to do when the target is 242. The way Rohit Sharma set the field from 47 for three was as though we were defending 440 or 340. No, that's not how you defend 240 runs in the final. So in the very crucial match, Rohit Sharma's captaincy completely faltered. I'm not going to blame the batting approach too much because that strategy was working. Rohit Sharma was playing attacking cricket in the beginning, setting the tone for the innings, and then Virat Kohli could, play himself in because Kohli is not a player of high strike rate. He's has to take time to settle in and play the beginnings, and he also bats during the tougher time of the game. So I'm not going to blame the batting approach too much, but
Don't
really the captaincy
uh,
faltered in the final.
getting Jay
Yeah.
Shah in big play involving.
I
Another
But
think Jay Shah
but
has
every
not
time he
done.
failed to deliver in the
un-
final, as we can
uh,
see, the both World Test Championship and T20 World Cup also the previous year.
the World Test Championship final was completely mismanaged. Sort of, I think not just the tactics during the final, but before the final as well. We played IPL till the week before the final. That is not
Yes, we did
going to
not
win you the
practice
final.
that much. We did not
Yeah,
practice that much.
and I think Rohit Sharma and Rahul Dravid have to take responsibility over that. It's not I can't say it's completely their fault, but they definitely have to take a good part of the
Take
blame
some
because
tough calls.
they
Yes.
decided to they did not decide to round up the team and go there 20 to 25 days earlier. Rohit Sharma said after the fact we need 20 to 25 days to prepare for the final, but at the same time when he had the choice, he chose to play the IPL until the playoffs. He did
Yes,
not
he can drop the IPL at that
yeah,
time.
he had the choice to leave
But
the
our
IPL
player has
midway,
no
and he did
guts.
not do that.
They are
And
very
the
sincere
Australian
to
players did not
franchise.
play the IPL. The main some
Uh,
players. They
only David Warner and Cameron Green played in the IPL
yes.
among the
No,
Australian
Maxwell
players
also.
this year. Maxwell
No,
is not part
Maxwell.
of the test team,
Oh
so it
yes, yes.
doesn't
Sorry, sorry.
matter. But
My
9 out of
apologies.
the 11 players in the playing 11 for Australia and the World Test Championship final, they did not take part in the IPL. On the other hand, the in the Indian team, the playing 11, five of them played the IPL final. Five of them played the IPL final, and seven of them were in the playoffs. So they played the IPL till the last minute.
And
This is
and
kind
Rahul,
of
I have a one question that can you just tell me why we don't have any answer for Travis Head?
mm,
He
We are not
uh,
using bouncers in earlier
you,
years when he has come
because
in from ball
the
one.
the cup and the trophy and the final. Only Travis Head is the obstruction in the
Uh,
Test match and in the
we
World Cup final
although
also.
at the time, sort of, I kind of agreed with the dropping Ashwin for the final. I felt at the same time it has to be said that if Ashwin was bowling in the final, maybe he could have stopped Travis Head from
Yes,
scoring that century.
I
Maybe
also
he could
feel
have.
that Surya Kumar Yadav must be dropped at that time
Yeah, in
In the
final, final,
World Cup,
in the
World Cup
final. Yes,
final.
yes, in the
yes,
final.
in the final, and actually Surya Kumar Yadav's batting was very terrible in the final. What he did,
He did
because
not play
first
the
of all,
responsible games. He just
you see,
throw his.
first of all, you're telling the tail enders not to play careless shots, and on
Yes,
top of that, he's taking singles off the first ball of overs and giving strike to Kuldeep Yadav,
yes,
and
Kuldeep
then
Yadav and
finally,
Mohammad
and then
Siraj.
finally, Surya Kumar Yadav, he's gotten so used to T20, he's trying to play a stupid scoop shot
Careless shot.
above the wicketkeeper's head when he knows he's the only recognized batsman left and there's still so many overs left to bat. He is playing such an irresponsible shot to get out.
Okay, okay. Yeah, so Alok, your question is genuinely right, means why head is there. But Alok, I think each and every team we have one left-hander batsman who smashed us already. If we talk about South Africa,
ইউটিউবে করছে
yeah. So if we talk about South Africa, we have Dean Elgar, left-hand batsman. If I talk about Australia, we have Travis Head, left-hand batsman. If I talk about England team, we have another left-hand batsman, that is Ben Stokes. He's also great against us. So many left-handers are there against each and every team. So don't say that why always Travis Head is there. There's all more and more left-handers each and every team who can
Uh,
beat us.
that is definitely there. We definitely lack some left-handed batsmen at the top of our batting order. That is a very good point. And I think actually, like we've been discussing in this show, we are lacking a genuine pace bowling all-rounder. So we have to look at our domestic circuit a little more um, carefully and identify a proper pace bowling all-rounder. Actually, part of our that's was part of our downfall in the World Test Championship final, because as long as we don't have a pace bowling all-rounder, we will always be in a dilemma whether to drop Ashwin overseas or drop Jadeja. You have to really choose between one of them, and Jadeja often gets the preference because he's the better batsman. So that is why Ashwin is getting dropped overseas. It's because we don't have a proper pace bowling all-rounder. If we have a pace bowling all-rounder, we can afford to have both Ashwin and Jadeja in the playing 11.
Alok is saying that why against Pakistan Travis Head was failed. Yeah, he is talking about today's dismissal. That was really great ball from Mir Hamza. Actually, it is all about condition also. When condition is great for fast bowlers, so you can use him. But you can say at the same time, maybe that was at that time Travis Head can smash boundaries also. That is a matter of time that Mir Hamza got the wicket because of the conditions. I don't think Alok that mm, Travis Head can't perform against Pakistan. He can perform anywhere against any team. He's a good player, and now he is coming to IPL. So let's see
maybe
Yeah,
how
I think
maybe his form will
continue. We'll see in
comparatively
to
India.
be
like Rohit
frank,
Sharma.
IPL is helping overseas cricketers more than it is helping Indian cricket right now, because overseas cricketers are getting to come and play in Indian conditions
They
every
are
year.
taken all the money from us.
See, more than money, they are getting exposure to Indian conditions. That
Yeah,
is the most important thing. They
because
are getting
already our
exposure.
BCCI is many-minded. We are
our
earning so many
we are
crores and
becoming
crores
rich.
earning.
See, Indian cricketers are becoming rich and hence lazy. How many times do you see Indian cricketers missing IPL games due to rest or workload management? Never. Many of them, over 2 months they will play 17 IPL matches, 14 to 17 IPL matches, but during international cricket they will not even play 4 matches consecutively. How many times have we seen this? And look at and we even have captains like this. To be frank, ever since Virat Kohli gave up captaincy in Test match cricket, it's been chaos. I've lost track of how many people have captained India during that period. It's been absolute chaos with the almost different captains in every series, or sometimes even different squads in every series. With this kind of chaos, we will never prepare for any ICC tournament very well. We'll keep on going longer and longer without winning an ICC tournament, to be frank.
Yeah, yeah, of course, of course. So, guys, good discussion today, and we are trying to just put the frustration out that we all very frustrated. Matches end within 3 days is really a big frustration, and all are saying your views. That is really great.
Yeah, it's
But
also
I
lost
mean,
today.
to be frank,
Yesterday I
we
told
were.
you, Kunal, that India will lose from an inning, if you
Mm.
remember my
That
word.
was a
yeah, yeah,
very,
I
very big
remember.
call,
Yeah.
Saurav, and unfortunately, it has come true. Actually, all this while
Yes.
we've been trolling Pakistan. I see on social media people uh, troll Pakistan, saying they will always get humiliated in Australia. We will be very competitive in South Africa. Look what has happened. Pakistan
Now
is competing there, and we are
Now
getting
Alok is saying
humiliated.
like Rohitian now. He's saying that KL Rahul in the captaincy of Virat Kohli, India is not making it. So now you
Come
are
on.
become Rohitian, Alok. Now you are
Oh,
talking
no, come
about
on.
Rohit.
Alok, you can't keep on hiding onto this saying Kohli also didn't do so. We won't do. Finally, this is the Indian cricket team. It's not a competition between whether
Come on,
Rohit does
Alok.
better
Come
or
on.
Kohli does better. So, frankly speaking,
Don't
we
be
need
the
to talk
underdog.
as Indian cricket fans. We haven't won a Test series in South Africa ever. We're not winning this one. And frankly speaking, I hope I will get to see it happen during my lifetime, because we won't get too many chances to win a Test series overseas. The dream of winning a Test series in South Africa is
Maybe after
unfulfilled.
4 or 5 years.
Even then, very doubtful. It depends on where we are after 4 or 5 years. And I'll be fortunate if I see it happen in my lifetime. Very,
It will,
very boldly
So,
come on,
saying.
Rahul. It will be
Rahul,
possible.
sorry for the interrupting. Can I just ask you, where are you from?
I'm currently in the US. Yeah, I'm from Coimbatore, though.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Yes,
Yeah,
nice to meet you.
Nice to talk with you, actually.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
nice talking.
So, are you from basically from India, or you're just born in US and brought up in US also?
No, no, I'm from India. I
He's
used to live
Indian,
there.
South Indian.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so great discussion, guys, and thank you, Harshit, thank you, Rahul, thank you, Alok, for your questions. Well, Alok, let's see. I hope Rohit Sharma will perform better in T20 World Cup. I know at the end BCCI will give captaincy to Rohit Sharma, so congratulations to you, Alok.
Mm,
I hope
well,
Rohit will be done better in T20 World Cup because if Hardik Pandya is injury prone, I don't see in the basis of IPL performance you will giving him captaincy. That is also
well,
the point.
we do have the option of Surya Kumar Yadav. I mean, Surya Kumar Yadav has done captaincy for the last 7 matches, 70 20 matches or so, and he is fit, and he's one of our best T20 batsmen at the moment. I don't see any harm in trying Surya Kumar Yadav as the captain in the T20 World Cup. Somebody who has been captain recently. Imagine, see, Rohit Sharma has not played a single T20 match for India since the 2022 T20 World Cup, and I think that matters. In my opinion, you can't only just get in based on IPL. You also have to play for the Indian team and play in that setup. Otherwise, you can't just disrupt the setup the way it is just before a World Cup and hope to have success. I'm not sure if Rohit Sharma will be able to repeat his same success in the T20 World Cup next year, because this year we have to admit we did have some kind of lead up going into the ODI World Cup for Rohit Sharma to find that kind of form and rhythm. We won't have that next year. Although there is IPL before the T20 World Cup, it won't be the same.
Yeah, of course. So let's see how things will go on. Thank you, Alok. Thank you, Harshit. Thank you, Saurabh, and thank you, Rahul, for coming in
Thank you,
discussion. And
Kunal.
we will come
Thank
back
you, bhai.
tomorrow. And I hope that there will be a great contest between Pakistan and Australia. And at the end, result doesn't matter. Matter is the good type of cricket, so that we have a topic about
Mm.
discussion that yes,
Maybe
Pakistan
something
Australia
like
played better.
something like Pakistan 250 for 8, chasing 330 to win, 80 runs to win with 2 wickets left on day 5. That'll be a very good setup.
Yeah, yeah, of course. Yeah, let's see how things will goes on. Till then, guys, thank you very much. Thank you for your support, guys. Subscribe KFCS and Sportsbid, and we will see you tomorrow, and we will have a good discussion about
Thank
other
you, Kunal
matches.
bhai. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Kunal.
you.
Good
Kunal,
night.
Thank you.
thank you.
Yeah.
Good night.
Bye. Good night.